What is going on guys, 2.0 here, and in this video for today we're going to be checking out the gear and loadouts that I have over here on my Hunter. So we are nearly 1 month into the Rise of Iron and I have now managed to get all 3 characters up to 387 light. Surprisingly, to me at least, my Warlock was the very first one to get there, which I did not expect as I do main a Hunter and that's the character that I've spent the most time on, completed the most raids, nightfalls and pretty much all activities that have the chance to reward that endgame loot. So to get to 387 on my Warlock first was something I didn't anticipate, but here we are. I thought we'd check out the Hunter first, as like I say, that's my main character, the one that I've got the most time invested in. So we'll go over all the items that I currently have equipped that allow me to reach 387 light and any other notable items as well. So starting with the weapons, my primary weapon right now is the Outbreak Prime. I absolutely love this weapon. I put the quest off for a while just because it seemed really tedious. Don't get me wrong though, it was really cool how it was done and crazy how it got solved so quickly. Deej did say recently that the Destiny community could help the government break codes, but this quest and how quickly it was solved was absolutely insane. And if anything, the fact that I put it off for around a week for me made it even better when I got it. And this weapon right now is my favourite weapon to use. It is so fun. It's great for boss damage and general PvE content, but also holds its own in the Crucible as well. And when you get a kill with a Nanite Swarm in the Crucible, it is pretty funny. So overall, I love this weapon. My favourite weapon to use for pretty much all activities right now. And it does come at 390 attack from the quest too. So a huge help to my light level. Next up though, my special weapon is my LDR 5001. I got this fairly early on when it was added back in year 2 of Destiny with brilliant PvE roll. Triple tap, casket mag and spray and play, so I can fire off 7 shots with this sniper rifle before I have to reload once because of triple tap and casket mag, and then when I do need to reload, spray and play kicks in and gets that done very quickly. So it is insane for boss damage, and again it has its place in the Crucible as well. I do have short gaze on it, a great scope, as well as quick draw in the middle. So even though the 2 main perks aren't going to be a big factor in the Crucible, the others do make up for that. And so right now, this is my most used sniper, and that is why I chose to infuse it up to 388. If you didn't see my Nightfall loot video yesterday, I had a 388 Zen Meteor as part of my Nightfall loot, as well as a bunch of other great rewards, and that was what I used to bring my LDR up to 388 light. The heavy weapon is next, and here on the Hunter I have my Baron's Ambition equipped, the Saber Strike exclusive, and I actually got this one to drop the very first time I ever completed the Saber Strike all the way back at the start of the Taken King. And if we check out the upgrades I got on this, it came with Counterbalance and Rangefinder. I got so lucky to have this drop so early on. Speed reload in the middle there helps out a lot, and ever since I had this weapon drop, I have used it probably, I'd guess, around 90% of the time for my heavy weapon, so it is really that good. I did recently get the new Iron Banner machine gun with great upgrades. We'll take a look at that in just a bit, but speaking of the Iron Banner, my ghost shell here on the Hunter is the Iron Wolf shell, one of the best looking ghost shells we've ever seen in Destiny. It looks brilliant. I did try to get one this high in light level across all 3 of my characters, but this was the only one that I got at 387 light, so that is why it is here over on my main character, and I believe I actually did get it on the Hunter as well. So next up, we'll speed through the armor. My helmet is the Spectre Aspirate Mask from Vanguard packages. This is actually a tier 12 worthy helmet with discipline strength, exactly what I like to use over on my Night Stalker. It does also have brilliant upgrades for PvE, so this had to be infused up, and I would definitely take this all the way up to 400 defense as soon as that is available. Gauntlets, the Sealed Ahamkara's Grasps, I love these, so useful having double smoke grenades, and also I've re-rolled these a lot with Glass Needles to make them capable of reaching tier 12 as well, with discipline strength and increased reload speed of snipers as well. So really happy with the roll that I got on these. It did take a lot of Glass Needles to get there, but I got it in the end. My chest piece here is the Raid chest at 387. It's got decent upgrades for my playstyle, especially for the Raid, as I am usually one of the people carrying the Seaver charges, so having that extra health or the ability to take less damage when carrying one is obviously a great help. My leg armor is also from the Raid purely because it was my highest light, and plus they do look pretty cool as well. I've also infused my Bones of AO up as well, only to 384, but I do use these for the jumping puzzles in the Raid just to get through slightly quicker, and I have actually opened some of the chests with a set of 335 bones equipped, so any exotic that I got from the chest didn't come at the highest light that it could have. Silly mistake on my part, so just in case I ever forget to put my highest light gear on before opening these chests again, at least the bones are now 384 and not 335. So if it ever happens again, hopefully it won't be too big of a deal. Although to be honest, I have been remembering lately, thankfully. My cloak is the makeshift scarf. Some people love this cloak, others hate it, but I myself absolutely love it. I have actually kept the original makeshift scarf, the very first class item that you ever get for your hunter. So when I unlocked this legendary version, I was so happy that I could finally equip it again without having a direct impact on my light level. And that's why I've fully infused this one up to be my highest light cloak. And then finally, my artifact is the Memory of Scory, the Iron Lord's artifact that charges your allies super faster so long as you have yours up. I have infused this up to 385 from one of the Iron Banner artifacts that I had drop, as this one is just so good, especially for Sunsinger Warlocks, but even still, I usually main Night Stalker, and so when doing raids and strikes, oftentimes you want to make sure that you have your tether ready for the boss, so it's not uncommon for me to hold my super for a little, just to guarantee that I have it for the boss damage. So this artifact is extremely useful. I do have a 387 Warlock artifact from the Iron Banner as well, but I don't feel there to be a big need to make this 387 just yet, especially with a light level increase coming very soon. So that is everything that I have equipped that allows my hunter to reach 387 light. Now I just want to quickly go over some of the notable items that I've had drop so far. So the first of which has got to be the Iron Banner machine gun, the Silver Red Dread. Absolutely love this weapon, it melts in the Crucible, and if we take a look at the upgrades, it came with Perfect Balance, Field Scout, and then Rangefinder. Extremely good perks. I had a couple of these drop from the Iron Banner, but this was by far the best one. It was actually the first one that I had. Just need to get another heavy to infuse that up as well, as it is definitely my new favourite machine gun for the Crucible. Haven't used it a great deal for PvE content yet, but as soon as I get a higher light level heavy that I'm willing to infuse, it is going straight into the Silver Red Dread. It's such a good weapon, absolutely love it. But then next up, I've also had a couple of nice snipers drop, two from the Archon's Forge, the But Not Forgotten. The first of these that I had drop came with Quick Draw and Snapshot, and then Spray and Play and Triple Tap. The second I got very recently, so I haven't leveled it up just yet, but it came with Perfect Balance and Injection Mold, Explosive Rounds and Snapshot, and then Firefly and Life Support. So both very nice rolls. This is more of a PvP sniper for me, so I would prefer to use the first one, which is good as I have already infused that up to 385. I love the style of this sniper, very similar to the Steel Piercer, the Hunter exclusive, so very happy that I can now use this kind of sniper no matter what class I'm on. Similar to these, I also had the Iron Banner sniper, the Laughing Heart. I got this with Brace Frame or Oiled Frame, Armor Piercing Rounds or Lightweight, and then Firefly and Grenadier. Not quite as good upgrades there as my But Not Forgotten, but still very happy about getting this from the very first Iron Banner of the Rise of Iron. Plus it did come at 386, so that's definitely a nice bonus there. And then my most notable primary, other than the Outbreak Prime of course, is my Chaos Dogma. Again, very lucky with this as I received it on my first ever Axis kill. Yeah, there's not a great deal that he can drop on normal mode, but still I wanted this scout rifle so much, and so I thought it'd be ages before I got it because that's typically how things have worked for me, but luck was on my side and I got it on my very first run. I absolutely love scout rifles, by far my most used primary weapon type, and the fact that this one here does come with triple tap and triple double is absolutely insane. It defaults to 12 bullets in the magazine, 16 if you have extended mag equipped, but so long as you keep hitting those precision hits, you can fire a total of 44 shots before having to reload once, which with a scout rifle that hits as hard as this one is crazy for boss damage. It's a brilliant weapon, so I had to include it in here, but there we have it. That's my 387 Hunter and all the gear that allows me to be 387. I doubt I'll have an increase in light level now. Only a couple days until we can get to 400 though, so really looking forward to that. Let me know down below in the comments how you're getting on with your character's light levels and any notable items that you've had with some great upgrades. But that's going to bring us to the end of this video guys, so if you did enjoy it, please leave a like because it really does help the channel out. Follow me on Twitter, the link will be in the description below. Subscribe if you're new around here as I upload daily Destiny videos. And as always, thanks for watching and I will see you guys on the next one.